Vague refers to something that is unclear or imprecise in its meaning or intention. Inconsistent, on the other hand, refers to something that does not remain the same or is not uniform in its behavior or quality.
Boom. Episode 30. Our episode is middle.
It's like
our podcast is middle
like
age
over
now.
a year.
Hoping
We've
there's
been
a
doing
cool
this a half a year.
over half a
I
year.
did hurt my back last weekend.
Again. Moving
Dude,
shit.
so yeah, because our closet got done this week, so I had to get the when the garage got done, they put all the flooring, all the extra tile and the floorboards and shit in the closet. So I had to take that out to the garage so they could do the closet. My back's like, sir, you realize you were over 40.
Yup.
Not is it as bad as it was when you did it before, or is it just kind of?
Oh,
No.
well, you had to cancel Disney.
Yeah, right? No. Actually, today was really good. It's hurt, but today is like about when it was almost better. Like, I walk funny when I start walking, when I get up, but once it loosens up and stretches out, I'm good.
That's just normal, though.
That reminds me, dude. When's your next Disney trip? You haven't been in a minute.
Bruh, who are you telling? I showed a picture to my wife. I'm like, look, they have this magic shot with Nyx from Outlaws, and I'm fucking missing it. I can take a picture with Nyx. Look how adorable he is. We're sitting here like some suckers. So I don't know. Maybe October.
I was gonna say, don't tell me our December trip is your next trip.
But if it's not then, the week before our December trip.
Oh man. That's good.
Life, dude. We just have very busy weekends. Little one has baseball. We have shows to go to. Football. You're here for 2 weeks. Fucking up my Disney plans, Lou. Dick move, bro.
Right. You wouldn't. Wait, never mind. I said you wouldn't have went anyway because you got the game. I'm like, no, you would have came back in time to go to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, no. You could do birthday one because we're not there till the morning.
That's true.
We just come back straight into the hotel, and we will walk across. You could actually go that weekend for her birthday. So there's an option.
It's doable.
Wait, is that before or after your passes expire? I know it's coming up.
When do our passes? I think our passes expire like mid-October, so it might be.
That's what I'm saying. That's right. You're right there. You got like plus or minus 4 days.
Right. Not that we haven't gotten our money's worth, but
oh no, for sure.
No, don't not order food. As good as that sounds. 10/27.
That's the second game that we're there for. But that one is a Saturday.
Exactly. But yeah, like there's the fall festival at the elementary school, the police picnic, Steelers and Golden Knights. And
police picnics that Saturday.
Yep. Another baseball. Pretty much has baseball every Saturday.
So you're done for until December, dog.
Pretty much. And then Back to the Future, the musical, on the 26th. And then that's when you guys come again.
Yep.
So yeah, pretty much November. November's open.
Okay, there gotta be something other than Thanksgiving weekend. Right?
There's only one football game in November.
Oh, there you go.
But instead, just sitting here, getting ready to move. It's nailed down next Friday.
I was about to say, did you guys give yourself a point of no return yet?
A deadline, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so we're spending all this weekend, everybody's boxing shit up. 100%.
Okay, so where are you?
Almost done.
Where are you garaging?
I'm almost done. Huh?
Where are you guys staying? Are you staying in the old house or new house right now?
We're in the old house now.
Okay, you're still the old house.
Next Friday,
we don't have a bed.
Okay.
The girls have the beds. Girls got new beds, bedroom furniture and stuff for the move.
But they still have their old beds at the old house.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So next Friday is when the movers are going to show up and get.
Yep. Taking all the heavy shit
over. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like, okay. So at this point, I'm sure you guys have nailed it down, and there it is next Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool. First
Yeah.
weekend of
Well, especially now that the closet's done, it's we got there's nothing holding us back now.
And
Okay.
and mom's house is empty, so your mom's house is done.
Oh yeah,
right?
that shit's sold. Yeah,
That
it
shit's
was
sold,
sold.
yeah,
When we came
that's
back
sold.
from Comic-Con, that lady had moved in. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little while ago.
Yeah.
And then is that project 2, clean that house and get that sold, or is there any kind of rush or time frame on that?
It's not a huge rush, but
You-
paying 2 mortgages is bullshit.
I was gonna say you also don't want 2 mortgages for any longer than you have to. You better
That
call.
was
So
What are them commercials where we'll buy your house up front? And,
right,
or cash.
yeah, whoever that is.
right. No, we have a realtor lady that we've used for years. I used to work with her, so yeah.
How is the market?
You need to hit up the person who bought your first house and see if she wants to get your second house.
Oh, right. Shoot.
Oh
bigger.
my god. I'm not sure if she needs it because it's just her
It
plus
has
one.
solar. She don't have no power bill.
There's potential there. You know what? I might have to bring it up and see what comes up. I'll let you know. I'm not, well, with the rates though nowadays, that's the hardest part. So.
She got a steal on that house anyway, so there's really no reason for her to.
Yeah, that's fair too. At least 10% discount at the time anyway. Now it's worth even more, but at the time easily
that's true.
less than what it could have been. Shit, pop culture wise, what's going on, y'all? I still haven't seen Agatha yet.
I watched Rebel Ridge. You guys watch that yet?
No. Black Rambo? No, not yet.
Yeah.
Worth it?
It was okay. I don't hate that I watched it. But we're watching it like, it's like going around killing all these people like John Wick and Rambo and shit. No. He is a skilled Marine, so he's good at fighting. Now, he doesn't necessarily kill people.
Okay.
The characters are written very well, though. Like, you hate the bad guys, you like the good guys. So it's written really well. So, like I said, I don't not recommend it. But just don't go in thinking it's John Wick with a black guy with pretty eyes.
Oh no! I don't remember the trailer too much. I just remember Rambo. But you're right. People were beat up pretty bad. I don't remember if they died in First Blood.
So they basically Transformer 1 to the trailer.
Yes.
That reminds me. I didn't get a chance to watch it again. Little one wanted to see Wild Robot. And the timing was just what it was to not go to Transformers because she wants to watch that one too. So we're doing Wild Robot tomorrow, and then probably
getting decent reviews.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, I'm tearing up every time I watch a damn trailer. So I imagine it's going to be good, and then I'll probably go see Transformers.
I'll have to send you guys some trailers. I watched a bunch of movie trailers or a bunch of
some new ones come out. All right,
yeah. So we got a few.
Agatha
new ones.
was still good this week.
I'm enjoying Agatha a lot. I think it's a lot different than any of the other shows, which I appreciate. It's its own. I like the fact that it's its own self-contained thing, but it has characters that you're already familiar with.
So it's just well written so far. There's no agenda quotes. It's just Agatha being Agatha, trying to get her powers back.
Being a giant asshole.
There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah,
I'm definitely
nothing wrong
down
with it so far.
Hearing you talk about it last week, I'm definitely down. I don't have any qualms. It's just a matter of timing because, like I said with football season, my day is like get up and then 2 hours of that show, and then First Take 2 hours of that show, and then Fantasy Football Live an hour, NFL Live an hour. When football season comes, guys, I am very much focused on football. So all the other shows, I caught up. Now the bright side is I had a little bit of extra time this week because the Broncos won. And I don't listen to Broncos radio. I do when they win with all that positive. I don't want to hear anything positive about that. So all week I have not heard Broncos radio. So hopefully the Jets will beat them this week, and I can go back to listen to the radio. But I'm not even joking.
And then you can watch Agatha.
That is the other side of that. But if they do win, then I'll have time to go in and watch that. But it's also one that SO wants to watch, so I can't watch it unless she's here too. So I could have watched it tonight or what? I'm like, nope, gotta wait.
It's not bad to watch weekly so far.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd be mad about binging it either. So even if you don't get a chance before it's all done.
I am glad that they put the first 2 episodes out to get the things rolling. And I'm good with every week. I'm good with a half an hour every week.
Like self-contained episodes.
to one degree. Not the first two episodes. The first two episodes, I think you need to kind of watch
very
both.
Connected.
Yeah,
okay,
but then
so
like
1
this
and 2
episode,
is one episode.
This episode, and I have a feeling the rest of them can be watched independent
alone. Yes, there's an overall story,
right?
But each one is
season 1. You know, they had independent stories. So.
I did read one. I was watching one. I was watching one review of it, and they said one of the things that they liked is that Agatha is still Agatha. That they didn't soften her up and they didn't shave off the rough edges. That she's still kind of a bitch, and kind of an asshole. Whereas a lot of other shows, once they make her once she becomes the protagonist, now they have to like, you know. But she's still like, fuck y'all, I'm out. Like, you know, she's still doing shit. Yeah. She's still doing shit for her own. Like it's this constant battle of I have to fucking drag all these people along with me on this thing to make it happen. But I fucking hate all of them and don't want anything to do with them. So I'm still going to do things to keep undermining, you know. Right. She's her own.
She doesn't want them to win.
Yeah. She wants to win herself, but she doesn't want them to actually succeed. Like, but she has to have them along in order for things to work out for her.
Is that a Wednesday show or a Thursday show?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll try to fit it in. Well, there's 2 Monday Night Football games on. But during the day, I might have an opportunity to watch at least the first 2 episodes. And then Tuesday, watch episode 3, and then jump in at that point.
What else? I started when the Acolyte came out, and everybody was talking about Manny Jacinto and how he's evolved as an actor. They mentioned a show called 9 Perfect Strangers on Hulu. So we started watching that. I kind of dig it.
Yeah.
I had no idea what it was about. They just said, hey, he's really good in this. So I'm like, okay, cool. So Nicole Kidman runs this like spa retreat kind of place. And all these people come together to do the spa retreat, like whatever issues they have.
Great.
So it's been pretty good so far. Did you watch it, D? Seems like something you would have watched.
One so far. I will have to add it to the list. I don't have it on the list. I started watching.
Nicole Kidman, Michael Shannon, Zod from the new Superman movies.
9 Perfect Strangers, you said?
Oh, yeah.
I like
Weaving's
Zod. What's the actor? You remember the actor's name?
Michael Shannon.
Michael Shannon. Yeah, I like him as an actor, even if he was pissed off.
It's really good. I think we're on episode 4. Out of like, I don't know, there's like 8 or 9 maybe.
Okay. Oh, it reminds me. I meant to ask, how many episodes, if you know, of Agatha are there going to be? 8 or 10?
I have no idea.
I don't remember if they even said. I was like, have I even seen anything all year about how many episodes? I mean, maybe 8 to go with as many title changes they did.
Well, it's following the song, so there's 9. It looks like
that probably means. Is it really 9 or is it 8? And then season 2 is episode 1, so it looks like 9.
Nope, it just says season finale on 9. So.
Okay, cool. That's not bad, except for it's an odd number. I don't like that. You can have a freaking series and have an odd number. Come on, make another episode or combine one.
I fell down.
The first 2 episodes have to be watched together, so that's 1 episode. So there's 8 episodes.
8 episodes. Solid.
I have made the mistake of falling down a rabbit hole that I shouldn't have. There was a show on Amazon called The Goat. And it had a bunch of reality. It had Daniel Tosh was hosting it, and he's the best. So,
I like him.
So he was hosting it. So it was like a bunch of people who had been like reality. A guy from Survivor, a guy from this show, a girl from that show, and one of the girls that was on it her name was CJ, and she was from FBoy Island. So I watched that, and now I'm watching FBoy Island because she's on that show.
Oh my god!
And, hey. They're in bikinis like 90% of the time. I ain't complaining. And it also makes me feel better about myself listening to these lunkheads talk because Jesus Christ. But it's hilarious when it's actually me and a couple friends of mine are watching it. We only watch it together. So when we're hanging out, it's like, oh, it's time for an episode. Do we have 48 minutes? Yep, we can fit in an episode. But it's actually so like real quick. The premise of the show is that it's 3 girls and they invite like 25 or 27 guys to come on this island, and then they basically over the course of time vote them off, and they have to figure out which guys are the nice guys and which guys are the fuck boys, right? And like there's been twice already. We're like 4 episodes in. There's been twice already where like the guy actually like you see him physically change when they call him out as a nice guy or a fuckboy. Like where he'll be like, "Yeah, I'm a nice guy. I just want to date these girls." And then the second they're like, "You're a fuckboy," all of a sudden he's like, "Yup, I'm a fuckboy. What's up with that?" And I'm like, "Wow, dude, acting, well done, my friend." Like afterwards we're like, "What's happening right now?" So I'm dipping my toe in the reality television, but it's old, so it's hilarious so far.
I think I've gotten into 2 ever. I mean, I'm sure I've seen more and they're okay, but the only ones that I remember that I liked was Big Brother and Beauty and the Geek. That's it. And those were like 15, 20 years ago.
It's way too many. We watched the Flavor Flav one, where Homegirl pooped down the stairs.
Wait,
we watched Celebrity Apprentice.
Didn't you watch them midgets in Atlanta?
What? No.
Thought you watched like Little People Atlanta or something.
No, I don't have that fetish, Lou.
Yeah, Lou.
Well, yeah.
There's only one of us here that does, and he lives in Colorado.
Except, if it was Little People Maine, I'd be all over.
Nah, I'm an OG when it comes to the reality shows, man. My jam was like season 1 of Temptation Island because that shit was just hilarious. All these people showing up. Our relationship is so strong, and the guy's fucking banging, making out with a girl within 2 episodes. Then they record it and show the girl, and then she starts fucking, "Oh my God, my life is over." It's fucking, no, give it all to me. I fucking love watching relationships just crumble. We're so strong. We've been together for 3 years, and we love each other. Oh yeah? Wait until he gets tempted by some hot chick, because, sorry, you ain't all that. Oh.
This question is like, are their girlfriends not as hot as the tempting?
I mean, most of them were pretty attractive, but I mean, they, like, the producers of the show knew what the fuck they were doing. Like, they flew in a bunch of 8s, and then they brought a bunch of 10s in to tempt the guys. So.
Well, you know what they say, Lou? It doesn't matter how hot she is if some dude's tired of her shit.
Well, they ain't wrong with that. But you know me, I'm going to be like, we can do this, but she needs to play too.
Not all bitches are into other bitches, though.
All the ones I know are, or at least I do.
Because you have a type.
I suppose that's
true. Yeah.
I think the last time I was with a girl that wasn't into girls, I was in high school. So
and it was your aunt's friend.
Oh, yeah, that's wild.
She just wasn't into girls yet because it was high school.
Yeah, she wasn't in college.
Exactly.
She didn't have her experimental years.
Wait 2 years. That's all I had to do.
I did restart my rewatch of Lost as well, so we'll see how that goes.
I gave that show like 11, 12. I don't think I got that far. Probably 10 episodes, and then I gave up on it. I was like, all right, this ain't going anywhere. And from what I understand, it never went anywhere. There's like no actual solution of what the hell happened. It's up in the air. That would have pissed me off 5 years back.
No, it did have an ending.
Yeah,
it did.
Oh, okay, all right.
It wasn't fucking Sopranos where the screen just goes dark and you're like, what?
It's ambiguous. Well, where the presumption is he got shot.
Yeah, no, there was an actual ending to it. So
yeah. If you were whether you liked it or not, there was an ending. Right?
There was an ending.
That's cool. They weren't moving fast enough for me in the first season, and I was like, okay, yay. I mean, they spent the first part of that establishing the characters, perfectly fine with that, because that needs to happen. But then it was like, okay, we're on this island, not really getting anywhere. Obviously, it picked up towards the end of the season and going into the future seasons, but I just didn't have patience.
Are you saying that J.J. Abrams is not a good director?
No, I would not say that.
Well,
no, I'm not implying. I'm saying he's not a good director.
I think he only directed the first episode. Besides that, I think he just produced it.
Really?
I don't think he directed all of the episodes. I don't think
it was. Paul Dini worked on it too.
Paul Dini?
Yeah.
But then you watch that.
Go ahead.
That shows like a murderer's row of people who were like big stars in like the early 2000s too. Like that show is like the launch point for so many people. It's kind of wild.
Dude, what happened to Sawyer? He is not in anything anymore.
Well, he got killed.
I think he's in something on like
he got killed
country
in
music TV or something.
It was all downhill for him after
that.
He should. Yeah.
What happened to the dude that was in Party of Five? Jack.
I mean, he's still plugging along.
Yeah.
No. I mean, what did he last the whole show?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's like the star of the
main
show.
the was it they called him the Oceanic Four?
Yeah.
All four of those people lasted throughout the entire.
And the girl was the Wasp, right?
Yeah.
Marvel?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. So all four of like the 4 or 5.
And there was the bald-headed dude, the older
Jack
guy.
Locke.
Jack Locke,
Jack Locke, the older
Hurley.
dude.
Were the
like
4
disgruntled Marine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was
Hurley
Locke.
was the big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack Locke, Hurley, Sawyer, and Kate.
How after 5 seasons that dude didn't lose like 300 pounds? Because he was like 450. You're stuck on an island, dude. Where'd they get food from? That's bad grammar. From where did they get food?
Episode 3, Wild Hogs, man. They were eating the meat. Boars.
Okay. All right. I'm just like,
polar bear meat's amazing.
How is this brother still big? If I saw Castaway. I know what happens. You lose a bunch of weight.
You go crazy.
Eating fish.
Talk to volleyball.
You think you get rescued and you don't. Oh wait, what?
Who else? Yeah, I actually that's probably I don't know if it's top 10, but it's up there. I like that.
We'll have to do a top 10 episode at some point. Maybe episode 50, we can do our top 10 movies and top 10 TV shows.
Man, that's gonna be hard.
Oh man,
that's gonna be hard.
Right, I'd have to start now, and then maybe
that's why I'm giving
50.
you guys fucking 20 weeks. I'm giving you guys like 6 months.
Real. I'm gonna need all 20. I mean, the only one I know is number 1. Shit.
All right, so just real quick, then since we're talking about it, do you, for your top 10, do you consider the Star Wars movies individually, or do you clump them into one?
Individually.
Okay. So same with Indy, same with.
Yep, all those with sequels and all that. That's one because
you pick one, huh? All right.
I mean I'm not going to pick all 11.
All 6 to make it your.
I mean, you could pick.
Sorry, you could pick all 8.
11
of the Star Wars movies, and
he's not even counting Han Solo. He's not even counting Solo or Rogue One. This
true.
Guy.
That's expanded universe.
You got to count Rogue One's not expanded universe. Solo, true. But yeah, no. You all 11, they're their own movies. Indeed, they're their own movies. And there's different criteria. It's like for this type of genre, this is my number 1 for this genre. So then from there, I have to merge them to do. Genre irrelevant and have to pick 10 movies. Like, I need you to watch these 10 movies, and it's like, God, this is gonna be hard. I know of a couple that'll be there. I know number 1.
We could do Desert Island too. Like, if you're stuck on a desert island, what 5 movies are you going to be stuck with? You know?
Yeah, that's a different.
Right.
We does Dallas.
That's a different question. Right?
Was it Debbie Does Dallas? Yeah.
Deep Throat.
Yeah.
It reminds me, I need to watch that movie. The one that, the hell was her name? The little cutie from Mean Girls, the dumb one.
Amanda Seyfried.
Yeah, she did some.
That one was pretty good. I liked it.
Lovelace.
Yeah.
Still haven't seen it. It's been on my list since it came out, but it was like, I'll get to it when I get to it. I don't watch a lot of porn these days, man. I'd rather just make it. It's like, grab the camera. I don't have time to watch somebody else's shit. I watch my own shit. Let's do this.
I'm glad that they allow you to have friends of friends on Pornhub so they can block those channels from you seeing it.
That's a thing?
No, it's not.
Oh, I was like, whoa, that's kind of cool.
Share your email list with us, and we will block any of your friends so you don't have to watch this.
He's so funny.
Just looking for black on white porn, and just sees Lou's smiling ass mug.
For real.
Oh, I know what night Lou's still wearing his shirt. I know what night that was made.
Right? Oh, wait a minute. I know that haircut. Oh, that would be so funny. But yeah, I don't know. There's not a whole lot going on there. I mean, the movie list. Like I said, I've got a few to watch, but upcoming, okay, I still want to see that. Speak No Evil. Was that what it was?
Yeah.
That creepy one with McAvoy.
With Professor X.
Yep.
And the girl.
Really?
Or Halt and Catch Fire. I know her from Halt and Catch Fire.
I'm trying to think of which Terminator movie.
The last one. She was the good Terminator in the last one.
Huh.
I can't remember. Mackenzie Davis. She was also the the android in Blade, or she was the human who had the Ana de Armas like skin for in Blade Runner 2042? 2049.
Huh. Okay. That's on my list. Well, there's a bunch of horror movies. Like when I went to see, was it Killer's Game? A bunch of horror movie trailers came out. They all look good. I'm like, all right. I can't remember top of my head, but Smile 2, that's on my list for sure. Smile 1 was.
I haven't watched the first one yet.
It was, I tell you what I missed. One that I really enjoyed that people made fun of, but also probably a cult thing is was it the birthday one? It's like Happy Death Day.
Happy Death Day. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
They had a sequel to that.
I think there was a sequel. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. Saw them both. Enjoyed the hell out of both of them. It was great. I hope they do a third one. They should, because horror movies are cheap to make and make good money. There's a great ROI on horror movies, but it was just silly fun. Smile, I just enjoyed. It's like, okay, cool. Hopefully, Smile 2 is good and not like Quiet Place Day 1, where it was just, again, if it's going to be
to anything.
Sometimes Mr. Emo conformist, but like, I'm okay if you're making a movie for the first time that doesn't really need to do anything. Really, like Jack, you say, not every movie needs to be an Oscar winner or nominee. I want to be entertained, but if you're doing, like I said last time, if you're making a movie that's within the universe, have it have a point. Let it blow up the universe, and it didn't do that. It did not expand the universe. In
that case, have you watched all of the Purge movies?
No, I stopped at the third or fourth one.
So that's a good example of none of these movies have nothing to do with the other ones.
Yeah, you can watch each of them really independently of each other.
Huh.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's the overarching, the overarching story is the same, right? Yeah. Like the Purge, right. But then, like, it's not like a person who survived the first one is showing up in the second one.
Like, yeah, but I would argue that for those type of movies, it doesn't need it. It's an annual thing, new story.
Right.
Quiet Place, right. They weren't doing that. They're trying to basically tell the story of, this is how it started. I'm like, yeah, we got flashbacks to that the first time. We don't, I mean, it's like, basically it's a big flashback. I'm like, no, that doesn't work for me. Like, I would have preferred you take one of the characters from 1 or 2, especially 2, and see how we got there.
Have the first Purge.
Yeah.
That shows you how the Purge started.
See? There you go.
But there were no flashbacks on the other movies, so
to get there, yeah. So that's a whole new thing that fills out that fills out the universe. I'm like,
it was racism, by the way.
Really?
They wanted to kill the blacks. They wanted to kill the blacks and make their neighborhoods worthless, so that the whites could come in and buy it all.
Oh, so like an episode of Boondocks, but the restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay. With the park across the street and all that. Okay. I mean, that's just reality. So I was like, okay, that's not like nobody's mind is blown. But it's like, oh my God, there are a lot of people out there who don't know this. So yeah, I guess so. Like the bus system in the East Coast.
Racism's a thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, we're gonna have this bus line and we're gonna make it free. Oh, you can't bus for the beach because we made the bridges too small for the buses, so black people can't make it out there. It's like, wow. When I found out about that, I was like, that's some bullshit. Not surprised.
I think you were mad you didn't think about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but still. As I work my way to Maine.
Right?
Now he has it in his head. There's got to be a short people Maine. Little people Maine.
God, yeah.
I mean, it looks like the next big movie that's coming out is the Joker sequel. Like
next week.
Yeah.
Next weekend.
Mm.
Dang, 30 years of Dazed and Confused. Ugh.
What?
Yeah, no. Dazed and Confused has been out for 30 years. Oh, Jesus. Mean Girls has been out for 20. Mean Girls has been out for 20.
I was going to say Mean Girls is 20 because their anniversary is October. Is Cinemark is showing their anniversary.
Yeah,
I already got my tickets.
Did you guys watch that trailer I sent you? This is that house from.
Yeah. Oh no, I forgot. I meant to, I was driving when you sent it, I think, or something. I was doing something when I was like, okay, I go back and watch this, and then more text showed up, and then it got buried.
And then it disappeared.
So it's like a documentary almost. This guy goes to all these famous movie houses, the Nightmare on Elm Street house, Home Alone,
Oh,
Friday,
that's cool.
all these houses, right? And he interviews the people that actually live there and like the bullshit that they go through. It looks really entertaining, actually.
Like fans bothering them and stuff like that.
Exactly, yeah. Just motherfuckers just rolling up and sitting on your porch, going, "Damn."
Oh yeah, I'd be shooting a motherfucker right there. Trespass.
But again, you knew the fucking house was this when you moved in. Like, you're not moving into
What if they lived there before, though?
Doesn't give you the right to come trespass.
Did they live there before?
No. I'm saying the new.
My family has had this house for generations.
But I feel like there's a give and take there. There's a give and take.
Nope.
Well, I'm glad you live in an apartment.
That's a very elitist, entitled attitude to have that. Well, I'm a fan, therefore I have the right to come over and sit on your porch. I mean, that's BS. You can't do that.
Ebo your ass.
Well, so Lou's not interested in the show then.
Now.
What's that?
I said then Lou's not going to be interested in the show.
No, absolutely I am. I'm curious the stupidity of people. Because it never ceases to amaze me. So I want to.
Well, the lady in the Friday house, she charges you $10 to take a picture.
See, that's what I'm saying. I have no as long as you're doing that. But the way you described it, it was like people were just showing up, and it's like, wait, what are you doing at my house? That's trespassing. I will whoop your ass. We ain't having that. But Duke's over here like, no, they should have knew what they were buying. We have a right as a normal human being to just show up and do what we want on your property. Really?
I'm just saying, when you buy the house, you know what you're getting into, right? You know how people are. This is me saying, you know how people are. You just said people are stupid. So when you look at the house and you go, I want to buy the Goonies house, you know what you're getting into, right? This isn't like some sort of head in the sand type of thing. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. People are going to do what people are going to do. But when you buy the fucking Goonies house, you're buying the fucking Goonies house. There's a baggage that comes with that. Versus buying her.
Well, then let's ask the question. Do you think it's right or wrong? You said you didn't say. Do you think it's right for people to show up at people's houses like that?
I mean, if you're charging $10 a head, sure.
No. We're not talking about that part. If just random person just shows up, ooh, this is the house. I'm going to go.
To me, there's a difference, though, between I'm taking a picture of the house from far away versus being on the property.
I agree. Right? I'm talking about on property.
Right. No. If people are coming up on the porch and stuff, unless you have put up some sign saying, please come up, be in this area, right? Like, feel free to, here's a viewpoint of the house that you can come up and take a picture of that happens to be on the property. Cool. But yeah, but I don't think that's the way it should be anyways, period, regardless of whether.
Mark the spot. You stand right here so I can drop an anvil on your ass.
No,
Wile E. Coyote that shit.
That's only the Grand Canyon.
Oh my God.
But no, again, I don't feel like people should be able to walk on your property, period. But with that being said, to think that you can buy a house that was in some sort of famous situation, right? The Pee Wee Herman house from Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Goonies house, and not to anticipate people not respecting your space, I think sometimes that to me seems a little short-sighted, because you know how people are. Like, this is how people are. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying that when you get into that situation, there should be some expectation that
as long as you're saying that the people doing that are wrong,
right. I'm not saying they're right,
then we agree,
right? Yeah, but I'm saying, but to go into that situation and not have, like, to me, to not
expect it would be very short-sighted. Right. I totally get that. It's kind of like it's kind of tangentially that casino was it not casino? Jesus, Heat, the restaurant where they're talking. That particular table costs more to reserve at that restaurant because of that movie, and it makes perfect sense to me. Like this person charging $10 to get your photo taken. How many homes do they go through? I don't want to be bored because I want to know as many as possible. This sounds.
Look, so for sure, I saw Friday, Goonies, American Pie, Home Alone.
Is it a TV show or a movie?
It's a series.
It looks like a movie.
Is it a series? I got from me watching it. I got the impression it was a series. So each one's going to focus on a house or two.
Each house,
and then they're going to.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
But yeah, no, they go through a lot.
Long as it's not on Apple TV.
One of them is the Simpsons house they built out here in Henderson.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, when the movie came out, they built the Simpsons house. And as soon as the person won it, they sold it, and the people that bought it painted it to look like the rest of the houses in the neighborhood.
Okay. Why did they build this house? What was the point?
It was I think the movie came out. Yeah, promotional thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure if you bought ice cream or you bought the Grand Slam from Denny's or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, I was just thinking I don't remember The Simpsons being live action.
No.
Okay, just promo. Got it.
Yeah,
because they fucking could everything in America. Because
they turned all the 7-Elevens into
Quickie Marts,
whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, they did this. Was it 30 years ago? They did all that. I don't remember that.
That's when the movie came out, 05?
Yeah, it's been
the movie's
20
only
years.
20 years. I thought it was 30.
Yeah,
the show's been out 35 or so, right?
Yeah,
80, 89, 88, something like that.
Something like that. Shit,
Lord,
37?
That's crazy.
But
yeah,
looks
I
interesting.
know it's world older than the Simpsons, so
I don't know. A few of the guys that I watch on YouTube, they'll go to different cities and stuff and do filming locations and whatnot.
I've gone to the Twin Pines Mall from Back to the
Future.
Yeah.
What about Waterloo? Freaking Bill and Ted.
Right. My wife went to elementary school across from Ferris Bueller's house. I never saw people creeping around that house.
But I think this is something somewhat recent. Before the internet, it was a lot harder.
True.
It was a lot harder to
find the
track
house
down. Yeah. Now you just go online,
Google it real quick, and
yeah. So I think now it's a lot different than it used to be.
Yeah.
So unless because you lived in the area or your family lived in the area and saw them,
filming.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So
isn't the fucking Shining Hotel up by you, Lou?
Oh,
it's by me. It's Timberline.
The hotel where they film, I think, is by him. The actual hotel we're trying to base that crap off of is up here.
Yeah. The exterior, all the exteriors were Timberline Lodge, which is up by me. All the interiors were actually, I believe, a soundstage.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought that was studio. Yeah, I'm with you. I thought that was studio, but the hotel where it's based off of, that's up here.
Yeah.
I've known a couple of people have done the touristy thing and stayed up there overnight and all that. It's all right. It's cool.
I filmed a couple things here in town too. It's hard to find, but if you know where it's at, you can find a couple of the casinos.
Do you guys still have in Vegas? Is that the Ghost Hunters museum still there?
Zach Bannigan.
Yeah. That place was cool.
Yeah.
I went there a few years back. Kevorkian's van and all that. Some crazy stuff, man. I ain't gonna lie. I tripped out a little bit. This mirror was like it was trying to pull me in it. I was like, whoa, okay. That was weird. Everything I was like, okay, whatever. This could be this could be that. I'll just record.
That's because you're colored. You lean towards the superstitial, supernatural.
Supernatural.
What was it? The joke about black people in magic. I'd have to look that up. I don't remember.
People on magic.
Well, because the black people are always astounded by magic, and so you could do the simplest trick, and they're like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" You know what? That might have been. Oh, I think that was an Aziz Ansari bit. He was talking about?
He is so annoying. God damn, Aziz Ansari, he's so annoying. I thought the magic you'd show a black person, they're also probably like, "Oh, you're gonna show them a paycheck." Okay, I got it.
And then the guy who did the takeoff on the guy who does the street magic, I can't think of his name. David Blaine. Those videos that came out the videos that came out 20 years ago when it was like him and it was like a series of YouTube videos where he would do his David Blaine look and then they would be like, oh my god, and then they'd move. But it was like a total take. He'd be doing I'm gonna levitate. And then they'd have him be on straps, but then they would cover the straps up with blue tape or whatever, and he'd be like, "Oh my god!" I'll have to see if I can find those. But
that sounds funny.
I heard the two things that I've heard of as far as movie houses, or I guess media houses are. There was a group of people who own the Goonies house, which is up here in Astoria, and they put blue tarps around the house, and people were getting mad. And then they sold it because they got really tired. But then the next people who bought it knew what they were getting into and had everything set up. So like it was, you walk up there and you pay $10 to sit on the porch or whatever, and you get 5 minutes and then you move on, or they've made it so you can be far away. And then the Breaking Bad house people, the guy who owns that house,
pizza on top of it.
Yeah, the guy who owns that asked them. He said, "I don't care if you come and take pictures, but please stop throwing pizza on my roof because I have to clean that off." Like, so.
I guess I need to see that show to get the joke.
It was a good show, though.
It's on that one. It's one of the few that actually stays on the list. Some of them like, fuck it, I'm not watching this. That one is still like, I think it's number one, actually. When I actually sit down to watch, when I want to watch binge 5 seasons of something, that's the show. My dad tried to get me to watch it when it first ended because I didn't get into it when it first started. So once it was over, he's like, you need to add this to your list. I'm like, okay. And I did, and I heard from you guys. Everybody tells me nothing but good things about this show. So it's absolutely on my list, and it's not removed from it. I'll tell you the one I took off my list after a few episodes was that Black Mirror. Ugh, that show was horrible.
I didn't watch that.
Oh my God, you got to watch this. This is great. No, it's the same old crap. Oh, social media is bad. Okay, got it. Next episode. Hey, social media is bad. Okay. Oh, it's a tie-in to how social media is bad. It's like, oh my God, something different, please. So, yeah, it was. I'm not saying they didn't have good episodes. There were a few that were like, oh, that was pretty cool. But overall, I definitely got tired of it quickly and did not get past like, I don't know if I finished season 1, maybe part of season 2. I don't remember how far I get, but I know I did not. I stopped it, took it off my favorites list on Netflix, whatever it was. I'm like, okay, I'm over this shit.
Speaking of, what's that movie called with Ethan Hawke? Black Phone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I never watched that.
They have a thing.
Did you watch that?
They have a bunch of stuff at Universal for Halloween.
I do want to watch it. That's the one where the
like,
horror movie, right?
Yeah. And he has like that weird mask on with a smile on it. Yeah. That one was good.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll have to see if that's streaming.
Shall we try something new on the podcast? Because I really want to share this. Because now that I'm thinking about it,
that reminds me. Did that share screen work?
All my loop got taken with Puffy stuff. So.
Oh, that's a damn shame.
Hang on. Okay. Let's see if
300 of those bottles are mine.
We'll have to see if this. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if this works. All right.
Did you guys see? So the A's had their last game in Oakland this weekend, right?
Yeah.
So Green Day was there, and Billy Joe Armstrong was like, "Fuck the A's and fuck Las Vegas. It's a shithole." So here in Vegas, everybody's like, "Oh, suddenly we can't play Green Day on the radio anymore."
Good. Fuck them. You're not getting that nickel every time we play your song. We just won't play your song.
And somebody else we kicked out was Macklemore because he was at some Palestine, Israel concert or some shit.
Oh my God.
He started chanting "Fuck America." So then we were having a concert here this weekend or next. And they're like, oh, unforeseen circumstances. Macklemore cannot make it.
Yeah. Imagine that. What a tool. What a tool. Whatever. Bunch of stupid people. But no, seriously, on Kamala, I mean, as much as I don't like her, that's fine. I'm only talking about her right now because she was the one that was on TV yesterday. But this absolutely goes for both. I don't like either one of them, so it's like, it is what it is. One's dumber than the other, but my version of dumber than the other is because I'm for America, and one is like America capitalist. The other one's like, okay, I'm socialist, communist, and all this other shit that it's like, no, that's not how that works. This is America. Do that shit in some other country. Protect the borders. All these things that I want done. Protect the country and all that. But where, no, we want illegals to come in. We want illegals to vote. We want illegals to have driver's license, California. All these things that it's like, you guys are okay with this? But the flip side of that is,
want to pick the fruit, Lou.
Oh, again.
Are you picking the fruit?
It depends what kind of fruit it is.
Peaches.
I mean,
the only fruit Lou is picking is peaches.
What? Peaches are
peaches come from a can.
You just shove your mouth in the little.
I was just gonna say
you love them because they got that little crack in the middle. And
I mean, who doesn't? I mean, that emoji is used for a reason. Mm-hmm. Come on now.
Yep.
But
Lou was out here watering squirt emoji on the peaches.
Yeah, that's what you do, right? And everybody knows that.
Yep.
It's like, who doesn't have zucchini? Who doesn't have eggplant? Everybody loves eggplant, zucchini, right? But even then, the whole who's going to pick illegal immigration, fuck you, deport you all. If you're here, you establish something, fast track to get citizenship. I mean, I'm definitely
actually hold on. You know what? I read something the other day.
It's not hard.
Trump deported less illegals than Obama and Biden. Biden and Obama have deported more illegals than Trump did when he was in office.
Well, I'd hope so. They were in office for 3 times longer, so that makes sense.
Biden wasn't. Biden's been in office the same time as president that Trump was.
Oh, you're talking about each one? Okay, I'm all.
Yeah, as a president.
What I heard was Obama and Biden combined as 12 years. Okay.
So Obama, I'll give you. But Biden has deported more illegals than Trump did when he was president.
I see. That's a bullshit stat, though. I would need to know the percentage. Like, there could have been more illegals than Trump had because people were afraid of Trump, and people were like, oh, Biden, fuck him, we'll just cross the border. So the percentage wise of, as in 1 million people came over during Trump, he sent back 500,000, 50%. Biden. 12 million people came over. He sent back 6 million. Oh my God, he sent back more, but it's still 50%. So
that many illegals though.
No.
People get all these numbers, dude. But that's what I'm saying. Everybody's saying that there's a flood of illegals coming in. Where are they at?
They're Springfield, Ohio, eating cats.
Those ones are here legally.
They are here legally. That's a good point. They are here legally. I always wonder that too, right? If it was like, oh, there's 1 million people crossing our northern and southern border a day, I'm like, show evidence of this, please. If that was the case, right. You're telling me 30 million people showed up in a month? That's such bullshit. There's no way that's possible.
Right.
But again, see that argument, again, stats will lie. Biden did more. But did he do more because there were more that came over? We don't know. They didn't give us that stat, did they? They just gave you he did more. But did they do a percentage one? That's why I hate commercials. Commercials will lie right to your face. Then you have to read the fine print to get the real story. It's like, oh, this is such.
You can't read that fast or that small.
Yeah, you got to pause that shit. And that should be illegal too.
But speaking of commercials lying to you, kind of a segue. Do you guys ever review your shit when you buy it online? Like after you buy it, Target's like, "Hey, you got it. Review it."
If they give me an incentive to do it, like they give me a coupon, like fair. Roosevelt's.
Or an opportunity to win something. If I get an opportunity to win something, yeah, you're right. I'll do it then. But Duke's right. I need motivation, or I don't care.
Yeah,
I bought this shit for me. I didn't buy it so you could buy it for you. Why? How did that come up?
I just get the emails all the time from buying shit at Target.
You're right though. Target, Hasbro, fill in the blank.
I'm like, I don't know. It was fine.
I'm all like, why do I care? It's like, you would think, why do they care? They would care if there's a problem. If there's a problem, they're going to tell you. You don't need to wait and reach out to them and say, hey, did you have a problem? No.
But flip side of that is, before you buy something, do you ever read the reviews on it? When you go on Amazon, you're like, well, I need this thing. Do you ever read the reviews and compare shit?
Nope.
No, I have a few sites that I visit that I kind of trust their review people.
Mm.
So
you kind of do it just not through them.
Right. I do it on my own, right? I do it independent of the because I've watched way too many videos on how easy it is, for example, to manipulate to manipulate the reviews in Amazon. And so that's why you see all of these things that have like UUXVPQR, whatever the product is, right? Like the company name is always just random letters, and it has to do with how Amazon processes the product when you do a posting. And so what'll end up happening is you'll see something that has like 50,000 reviews because they bought them, company X bought them, and they want to keep those reviews. So as things get reported, they're able to go from product to product and keep the same reviews. It's been a little while since I watched the video, so I don't remember exactly how they do it, but there's a way for the company to take a particular product, change it, still have it show up, and keep the reviews that they had, even if it's a different product. because again, Amazon
garbage.
Yep. And the problem with that is that because Amazon with the small business stuff, right? And with them being cheap as hell when it comes to like labor, or the problem is that they don't care because they're still making money, right? At the end of the day, Amazon's still making money. So the reality is the amount of complaints that they get and bad reviews that these products get on the overall 8 billion things that you can find on Amazon is not enough to affect the bottom line at the end of the day.
Discourage them.
So there's no discouragement for the companies to not keep doing this and find the loopholes that work so they can keep those reviews and keep selling shit, versus Amazon actually doing the right thing and maintaining a level of quality that they used to have, right? And it had something to do with how they managed the like, number one, the reseller market. So like the people who go and buy the pallets of stuff, or maybe the people who go to Best Buy and Walmart and Target and then post stuff so they'll go and buy something open box from Best Buy, come back and post it on Amazon as like new in box or whatever you want to say. And then they've changed how that whole process works to make it quote unquote easier, but it's just now easier to manipulate. And then you have that whole segment of people who are in China or I say China, but in those types of places where they have the Levi jeans that are like Livee, so it's not Levi, but it's Levi's, type of thing. And
my
for example,
Jordans.
I'll give you an example. So I wear darn tough socks, right? I bought a pair at REI several years ago. They were super comfortable and really nice. And I've bought them over time on Amazon, and the quality of the sock, I always click on the link that takes me to the darn tough. I'll pay, the $26 or whatever. But the quality of the sock has varied so much. So obviously they're not all coming from darn tough, even though they're not being sourced from them. They're being sourced from whoever, because even the packaging and stuff like that it shows up in is different every time. Sometimes it'll come in a baggie and it'll be wrapped in the bag. You know how when a store gets a box and all of the stuff is kind of individually wrapped, and they tear the wrapping off and then hang it up on the shelf. So I've got it where it hasn't had the baggie on it, and those socks definitely wear out a lot faster than the
real ones.
Well, if it comes that way, then it's not legit. Why not just return them?
I mean, I have, but there have been times where I haven't. But the packaging and everything looked legit, but then 3 months later, I'm looking at the sock and there's already holes in it, right? And then it impacts the company because, like, for example, this darn tough company, they have a lifetime warranty. So I have a pile of like 3 or 4 pairs of socks that I just need to go on their website and say, hey, like, these are, I need to do a return of 4 socks.
Time to cash in this warranty.
Yeah.
But I think I don't care about the reviews, because if something comes in, I don't like it, I'll just return it.
Yeah.
It's like the return process is so easy these days, especially Amazon or Target or Walmart. I suppose those are the main 3 shop. If something comes in, it's like Duke recommended this camera that I'm using. Okay, great, I got it. If I didn't like it, I just would have returned it and got a different one. So it's like, who cares? So if somebody wants to give a review, fine. But when I say no, I don't look at it. I'm probably look at one for every 100 items I look at something. I'll look at a review on something. I'm more likely to look at a review on food or restaurant than I am on product, because of the fact that I can return whatever product.
Well, you can return your food.
Oh, I could.
Shit goes in a bag.
They
it on fire and ring the doorbell.
I was gonna say they're not gonna like it, but I could absolutely do it. Or I'll go Roman style and just purge that. Here you go. This is what I think of your food. Don't worry, no refund needed. We'll call it even. Yeah, we'll call it even. It's fine.
Pay for your labor.
I'm keeping somebody employed.
Right.
It's like when I have apple juice and have to go to Target. Janitor is going to get paid for a week.
Job security.
You're welcome.
Lou just leaves a 20 on the ground. This is for you. Sorry.
There you go. Did that remind you? Did you guys see? I saw like some commercial on whatever site where it's like the whole be nice thing, and some girl was putting in money, cash, and like products. And you go to Walmart, you get a baby formula in the big tins, and you take open the plastic lid, and it's still sealed, but you put a $10 bill in there and you close it up. So whoever buys that is going to get a $10 bonus. I saw that this week and was like, I don't know if that person, like, who's to say that they did that for a clout and then they take your money back out and put it back on the shelf? I'm going to film that I did this.
Well, all that shit's locked up anyway, so you can't really do it.
Well, it depends on where
I have seen people do it for Redbox. When Redbox was hotter, they would throw like a coupon in for like free microwave popcorn or some shit, or like a 20 in there to get some snacks to do up your movie night.
I still believe people do things out of gratitude, but I think it's a lot harder to believe that these days. Like, I still think it happens.
Oh, they want clicks. They want clicks.
Yeah,
I want clicks too.
We need clicks. All right, so yummy. Is that what we're going to do at Disneyland? Is just go around and put like $20 bills?
Jack Flick with his lips over there.
No, wait, do we say clicks or clips? Clits?
Yes,
clits. Okay.
Clits. The Coalition for the Liberation of Itinerary Tree Dwellers.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we'll just have a bunch of $10 bills and we'll just stuff them in different Mickey hats and then Mickey ears.
See, and that's the one thing about when the wife drags me to church. She's becoming a Pace Catholic, Palms, Ash, Christmas, Easter.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the same sermons all the time. And I think it's Easter or Christmas. And they talk about the hypocrites. They're mostly referring to Jews because Catholics are dicks.
True.
That are only doing nice things so everybody can see it. And they're saying you should give with your right hand so that your left hand doesn't see it and all that stuff. So I've always questioned people that are like, oh, look at me on Insta. I'm giving this homeless guy a sandwich.
Every time.
You can't. It's not a nice thing. At that point, it's not a nice thing. You're doing it for yourself.
Yep, it's all about the clout. When I hear about this person did this and nobody knew about it, then that's legit. That's what I know is legit.
Because the person that benefited from it said something.
Right, not your team, not you. Right. Your team is like this person. Just it's like you hear, hey, so an actor or an athlete or whatever. So we hear that this thing happened, and it was like, oh, yeah, I can confirm that I did that.
Whatever.
And it's like, yeah, but they're not like, hey, here's what I did. I'm with you. Yeah. If there's any, here's what I did. Fuck you. You did not do it for any other reason than to get clicks.
The other one that gets me, and I've noticed this a lot more frequently lately, is the fast food places who ask you to round up
for whatever charity.
Yeah. And I'm like, no. If I want to give to that charity, I'll just go give it. Like if I go give to that charity, I want to go give it. I don't want to let you take that money and do whatever.
I'm not helping your tax credit.
I was just about to go there.
Taco Bell.
I don't do that because what they do is take all that shit and donate it, and they get a tax break off of your money. So they bonus on. They get to make a donation, and they get a tax rate donation. So for them doing nothing, they get double bonus. No, F that.
Well, and there's an overhead to that, right? You donate 87 cents because your meal was $10.13, right? Well, you give them 87 cents. There's an overhead to that. That whole 87 cents isn't going to the charity, right? Somebody has to process that. Somebody has to.
Yeah, usually, like, was it? What I saw a number before. It was like 35% of the donation actually gets to where it's supposed to get to.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're not donating directly to whoever you're donating to, then they're never going to see. I mean, they're never going to see the whole amount, right?
Exactly. I'm with you on that one. I usually donate to one location only, and I will do it directly to them.
Yeah. So I did. When COVID started, and a bunch of places were dealing with the food shelters and those types of things who got hammered at the beginning of COVID. Like, I helped out a bunch of them, but I never said anything. It was just,
Yeah, I didn't see it on your Insta, bro. Did you do it? There's no proof.
Yeah.
Well, even
I see it on your Facebook page.
What was the Jack? What was the thing? I thought I sponsored you for something years ago. It was some charity thing that you guys were doing. Because I still occasionally get emails, but I still occasionally get emails from them. I think Code Blue. Does that ring a bell?
Code Back Blue? To Blue? Oh no. Yeah, Officer Down maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, that might have been it.
Because with the little one, we were doing a bunch of fundraiser stuff for her. So yeah sometimes you would get Yeah.
So that I'm okay doing. Again, the Girl Scout cookies and stuff, right? Like your kids aren't seeing like the direct result of that. It's not like they're getting a cut of they are kind of indirectly, but they
get like $1 from every $6 that you buy a box of.
But now they're a different bakery and now they suck. Is what I've heard.
The lemon ones are good.
No, they changed, but I think in the last year they changed their bakery.
There's 2 bakeries, so depending on the troop, it depends on whichever contract they get. So there's always been 2 bakeries, so that's why sometimes they have different names. So there's Tagalongs and Peanut Butter Patties, or Samoas and Caramel Delights. That's how you know it's from a different bakery. And then there's some cookies that they don't share. Like they'll both have a s'mores cookie. One's going to be like a sandwich Oreo kind of cookie, but the other one is like not the fudge stripe, but the other Keebler cookie that was all chocolate covered and had the shortbread in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like that.
And it's random which one you get?
No, it's this year we're finally changing to another one, to the other bakery. But yeah,
you could choose. Okay.
The troop.
It's up to the council. Yeah.
Oh.
But I heard there was something that with one of their long-term contracts, I thought something had changed, and people were saying that the new second bakery was not as good. The quality wasn't as good.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll find out.
Hey, you're about to find out this year.
Yeah, we'll find out in a couple months.
This next year. When's it's not till April, right?
February, right after, just in time to ruin your New Year's resolution to lose weight.
Shit, I already got built-in issues. So my diabetic ass, no, thank you. Y'all trying to kill me, Girl Scouts. No, you can't. No, murder's not allowed.
So you're going to just buy a bunch of the nuts from the fall product then? Healthier options.
Honestly, that's probably what I would do. I'm not even kidding. I'm actually taking this shit seriously. So that's probably what I would do. Not a joke. So yesterday.
Not a joke?
No, this part coming up, not a joke. Not a joke. Well. Are you a joke? So I'm nutting on you? Oh, anyway. So...
yes,
I had a coupon. I feel
every single
My loins are moist. So I had a coupon for Safeway. I guess out there it's Vons. I don't know what it is. Yeah. It's Vons in Vegas. I don't know what it is in Portland.
It's all Kroger these days.
I thought Kroger was King Super and Smith's.
They have like something like 15 or 20 names companies under them now.
Okay.
Well, Kroger just bought Albertsons too.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Never mind. But either way, I had a $5 coupon for my birthday. He's like, you have until the 30th. It's your birthday month. You have a $5 coupon. I was like, okay, cool. I'll go get a dessert. So I went and got myself a little lemon cake type thing, basic white cake with a row of frosting, a row of lemon, row of frosting, row of lemon, row of frosting. Okay, great.
And then coated in mayonnaise.
You don't coat it in mayonnaise. You dip it in mayonnaise. Come on, man.
Can I get a side of mayonnaise? Do you mean ranch?
Mayonnaise.
No.
Get that mayonnaise going. But okay, I ate started to get half of it. This is a small piece of cake. It's not very big. It's a little single serving. Dude, with the way I've changed my diet, it was too much. It was like, okay, this is too sweet. I had half that damn cake and I was over it. I was like, nope, I'm good. I got to pass on that. Thanks for trying. So same thing. I haven't had soda yet since all this happened. I'm curious what's going to happen when I try a root beer or something.
Your mug's on the way if it's not there already. It might be at the new house.
But you're sending it to Jack, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Canyon. The Dub C.
But yeah, dude, I'm curious when I finally find again, I've been pretty good about it. So even when I went to Wendy's today, I got the diet strawberry lemonade or the 0 sugar strawberry lemonade at Wendy's. So I'm pretty good about it, but I ain't gonna lie. I look at the root beer and I was like, ooh, that sounds good. I haven't had one in a month and a half now, but I know what's going to happen after that cake last night. I'm gonna have one sip of root beer and be like, nope, I need to water this down. I know it's going to happen, but I'll have to when it does happen. I'll be sure that following Thursday I'll report on it, because I have a feeling it's going to be I might have to have old girl record. Hey, I'm gonna drink some root beer. Record this real quick.
You're gonna be lemon. You're gonna lemon baby, aren't you?
Oh, I might, man. I might SDCC Warhead that shit right there, or whatever the hell he gave me.
Ooh,
that nasty ass candy. Good God, that was disgusting.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that because we all had one. It was
hilarious.
Right? It was so bad. So bad.
We all had one, right? I thought I remember having one because I haven't had a Warhead in a minute.
No, we got him in some panel, and I went to go meet up with Lou and Hall H. And I'm like, hey, you want some candy? He's like, yep. I said, it's sour. He's like, no, it's cool. He went, his face like imploded.
Did the Nuka-Cola
so bad
booth, I think, also had candy.
Yeah.
That must have been where I think I got a Zot or something like that. And I was like...
I take it was sour as well? Or
yeah,
what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, that thing. Because I used to grow up eating the little tiny box. There was Boston baked beans and lemon heads and all those. I used to eat the lemon heads all the time. It's red hot. Oh, the red hot, so good. But these things made lemon heads taste like a sugar cube. These things were so damn sour. I haven't had one since. I'm gonna do my best I can not to have one ever again.
Well,
it was so
guess
bad.
what? Guess who's ordering a box right now on Amazon for Christmas, Lou?
That's fine. I'll frame it for you.
Next time we go drinking, we're going to talk Lou into it. Get some of that liquid courage up.
That's probably true. I ain't gonna lie. I would probably, except I think the next time we're probably going drinking, I'll probably have to drive because I'm imagining you three, you two, and then SO. Yeah.
Are you already drinking, Lou?
You two and SO are going to be drinking, and she's a lightweight as it is. So I'll be the one driving. I guarantee that much. You three are going to be effed up.
Hey,
I'll have a sip of everything.
If it's at the cantina, I don't care.
We're going to be at that downtown place we were.
Yeah. So, all right. I think that's it.
Yeah.
What do you, Lou? What were you grateful for this week?
You know what? Surprisingly, I was grateful that the people called me about that job. I was not expecting it, but like I told y'all last week, I was getting kind of bored. I'm kind of ready to get back into it. At the same time, I'm also kind of lazy right now. I'm enjoying just not doing anything. But I got shit to do. I got shit coming up. So it's like, okay, I know I have to really try hard in the next couple of weeks. And to have this, I don't want to say fall in my lap because I've earned it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm doing this in this business for 22 years. And I did submit. Yeah, I did submit and apply for it. But it was completely unexpected. I thought this job opportunity was already gone. I did not see it online anymore. Then out of the blue, I get a phone call this morning. It was like, all right. It was like there's this whole, the faux, oh, I'm upset, don't call me, I don't want to work. But the reality of it is, it was super cool to get that call. And that alone, I think I'm going to end up speeding up my hunt process because it was kind of cool. And the idea when I'm interviewing for an hour made me think, wow, I can't wait to get back into this environment again because I actually miss it. It's only been 5 weeks. And I'm already, it was like, 5 or 6 weeks max. I was like, oh, let's get back into this. So I am super grateful. And again, all the week that happened, everything was all cool. But today, that happening, and coincidentally, today before our cast, that happening was super awesome. And I'm absolutely grateful that opportunity, whether I get this job or not, I'm grateful that the opportunity presented itself because it's giving me more fire to actually go and be productive. So that's kind
of and the nice thing is it gives you the opportunity too to pick the job that you want instead of picking the job because you have to.
Also true.
The hope would be that whether it's this job or whatever job is that it's a better, healthier working environment than what you were in before.
Oh, for sure. I mean, having the conversation with the lady today, it already felt that way. She understood what I was talking about, and I was like, yeah, I'm kind of an outcast. They have their clique. I wasn't a part of it, and it showed. it's hybrid, so it's not 100% remote. So I will have camaraderie with the rest of the staff. I'll be able to have that opportunity. So it was like, cool. So yeah, absolutely, no questions asked. That was something that I was grateful for. I know it was supposed to be for the week, but it absolutely happened today. And
today's part of the week.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll roll with it. Jack?
I'm grateful I didn't hurt my back all the way. That I could still walk all week.
That's a good one.
Even though you see walk a little bit when you stand up.
Right? No, it's one of those things, like when you get sick, you're like, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. I'll never take breathing for granted again, right?
Yeah.
But having your back hurt, like I was in April, and I was like in bed for a week. Because I hate being helpless. I hate not being able to do stuff. And especially now with having to move, like I don't need to like pick up a bunch of heavy stuff, but I need to be able to pack. I need to be able to climb the ladder to get the boxes down so I can pack, so I can pack my stuff up. So, and I live with a bunch of girls and they're weak. So, big, strong man. So I need to be able to do stuff. Being helpless is just, it is not my jam. It is not how I roll. I cannot, as fantasy as it is, have people wait on you hand and foot. I can't do it. Cannot do it. So I am grateful that I didn't get myself out this week.
Yeah. I'm sorry that you still have pride.
Now, if some hot nurse wanted to come by and give me a sponge bath, then I can't get out of bed.
Yeah.
Does she even have to be high? Let's be real.
No.
No. I mean, not Nurse Ratchet.
No. She got to be attractive.
Nurse Ratchet. Somewhere between Nurse Ratchet and the nurse from Animaniacs. Somewhere in the middle there.
She's all here getting out the SOS pad, just like, oh yeah, you're not going to need a shower for a bath for a while. Taking off the first 3 layers of skin and shit.
The way I'm laying around this house not doing shit, I'm going to need an SOS pad. All right, dude.
I went earlier this week, and my back and shoulders have always been tight. Everybody always tells me that, weight of the world, that type of thing. And so when I was getting as part of the process for my addressing the sleep apnea that I have, there were some things that happened while I was, it turns out I had long-term sinusitis. While I was resolving that, something happened where my neck and shoulders were like the most relaxed that they've probably been in 25 years. And I mentioned it to the doctor when I was in there, and she was like, oh yeah, like totally. I'm like, so can I just get on steroids like all the time? Because that was what had did it. Because that was part of it, is it's supposed to like release inflammation. Right. And she said, well, you should probably go see somebody, a PT person, because that obviously something's going on with your neck or back that that the steroids helped address, at least in the short term. So I finally this week made an appointment and went and saw a PT person, and they gave me some exercises and stuff like that to do. So I'm hoping that maybe by December, I'll be able to actually look back and see the traffic to my left and right before I just pull out and pray to God that nobody's coming down the road. Because that's actually happened a couple times where I just haven't been able to turn enough to see and have started to pull out, and all of a sudden somebody's like right there,
I look left to right before I pull out too. So. Yeah, I got you.
She just wouldn't. The problem is when they don't undo their legs. If they cross their ankles, it's a problem.
There and it's like,
You're thinking about grandma's underwear, baseball.
You have to make sure you commit to it, like Lou has with this diabetes thing.
The second we wrap this up, I'm going to go do my workout.
100%. Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We'll keep you accountable.
I watch an episode of Lost while cranking on my neck with a towel. I mean,
it's so funny you say that, Jack. Is like we're gonna hold you accountable because I expect when we're together in December and I'm going after some shit that I shouldn't be. Not that I will, because I probably have good enough restraint. But if I do, I know absolutely y'all are gonna be like, Lou, should you be having that? What was your number? Can you have that? I'm like, yeah, right. I was low 120.
Even if it's framed like, you sure you need that, Wilford Brimley?
Exactly. That's even better. Diabetes.
Someone's got diabetes. It'll be, hey Lou, how about we share this vodka orange-sickle drink instead of each getting our own?
How about when I'm throwing single serves of Quaker Oats at y'all know what's up.
We're gonna be on the Cars ride, and Lou's just gonna be. We're on the race part, and he's just like, "We're gonna win. We're gonna." They have to shut the ride down because a bunch of Quaker Oats got stuck up in the gears.
As long as they do it after we're done and not when we get the seats, we'll be all right.
So that was I was grateful that I had somebody that I could make an appointment for, and she gave me a really good, again, it's one of those things.
We could see you too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, well, we'll see you in a month.
Well, so the funny story about that is, so I called in and I said, hey, when's our first opening? And she said the 8th. And I went, that's like a Wednesday. Can we make it, or a Tuesday? Can I make it a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday? Because those are the days I work from home. And I have a lot more flexibility from going from here to where she's at. And the lady was like, nope, sorry, only the 8th. And I was like, okay, cool. So then I texted my friend and I said, hey, she said this, I don't want to call anybody out, but I thought it was weird how, the schedule was completely inflexible. And she's like, I could see you today at noon. And I went, oh, okay. Let's go do that. And so then she was asking me, and I'm like, hey, I don't want to get anyone in trouble, but I just thought it was not great customer. Again, if I'm calling,
right.
I feel like something that doesn't get talked about is that guys have a really hard time, and we can talk about this next week, but guys have a really hard time doing things like going to the doctor, doing things like this, or sticking with it, or being, and so I feel like, not that I should get some grace, but at least give me some common courtesy if I'm calling, because this is a hard thing for me to do. Again, I've had this shit for years, decades even, and I've never addressed it. And so for me to say, let me do this,
need help.
Right. Don't be because then all I'm going to do is be like, well, fuck off then. I'm going to just still be miserable.
Right.
I'm used to what this feels like. So what does it matter? So, and I say that as a guy, but I'm sure, it's across the board, with everybody, but. From my experience,
No, you're not wrong. I guess statistically speaking, that's exactly how it is, right? Yeah. How many times is it you take the families? Is it the female of the group handling all the doctor's appointments? Yeah. Hey, you're doing this on this day. You have this on this day, and the guy, me by myself, man, it just doesn't get done. Hey, I was supposed to get my eyes checked 3 years ago. Nope.
Oh,
I still got the same glasses that I've been using since 2017. My last eye appointment was about this time, 2017, 7 years ago.
My Instagram feed is full of Star Wars eyeglasses. Between the Star Wars jewelry, which is all of a sudden a huge thing now, I hadn't really known about
Pandora.
it. Yeah, no shit. Well, was it rock?
That shit's expensive. Good.
Yeah,
God.
dude. I went and I looked at the the Chewy bracelet just for giggles, and it was $375, and I'm like, nope. Bye. Maybe 15 years
get
ago.
Them Klarna payments. $30 every 2 weeks.
And you got to go give it to you have to go to one of those check cashing places to pay it.
Yeah, but you got to go to 7-Eleven and they charge you a fee. Oh my God.
So you don't get a fee from Klarna, you get a fee from 7-Eleven for having to go in there every 2 weeks.
What's that? What is Walmart? Western Union, MoneyGram or something like that. Yeah, they got that. I was like, is that still a thing? There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Sorry to derail there, but so that's what I'm grateful for.
Solid.
Hopefully,
that's a solid one. I like it.
We need to get Jack a Star Wars back brace, so then when he's out here doing this crazy shit,
he's covered.
Yep.
Oh man.
It looks like Padme's leather outfit from Attack of the Clones.
Yep. I can be bare midriff up in here.
No, from the dinner scene, the one that was the black.
Oh.
But
he has the thing around.
Yeah, when he cuts the pear or whatever,
sending the fruit across the table. I swear that movie every time. It's just why she has to have a new outfit every scene. Why is that necessary?
George Lucas is a pervert.
Yeah, clearly.
I think that's a good note to go out on. If there's anytime you can get Lou to go, Savine, like the episode's over. All right, kids. We'll do it again at 7. Everyone have a good week.
Toodles.
Thanks for listening.